Hello everyone and welcome to Friday's maths lesson on subtracting fractions. So we have two warm-up questions here, so calculate these to practice our long multiplication. Do not forget your placeholder when you move into the tens column. So have a go at those and then unpause the video and check your answers against mine. Okay, so 6,758 times 35 is 236,530. 9,746 times 64 is 623,744. So well done if you got those. Okay, here are some warm-up questions here. So just some simple subtracting fractions here. Here you need to make the denominator the same. Complete the addition pyramid. A number is the sum of the two numbers below it. So that is that is that. So you need to work backwards, use subtraction here and there to work out the missing numbers. So pause the video and have a go at those questions. Okay, remembering that the denominator, once you've made it the same and you do your subtraction, does not change. It's going to be in fifths the answer, so it's just 3, take away 2, which is 1/5. The next one, you need to make it into the same denominator. So if you make it into ninths, to get the 3 to the 9, you multiply it by 3. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. So we're doing 5 ninths minus 3 ninths. Denominator will stay the same there. So 5 minus 3 equals 2 ninths. So complete the addition pyramid. The number is the sum of the two numbers below it. So 1 take away 3 tenths is 7 tenths. 7 tenths take away 1/5. 1/5 is the same as 2 tenths. 7 tenths, take away 2 tenths, is 5 tenths. And some of you might have noticed straight away 5 tenths, because 5 is half of 10, is equivalent to a half. Right, let's move on to today's question. So we have 3/4 minus 3/8. Make those denominators the same, then calculate the answer. We've got 3/4 visualized there. So if we half those quarters, you're going to get 8ths. So by halving them, it's equivalent of timesing by 2. So 3/4 times it by 2 to get it into 8ths. 3 times 2 is 6, and we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take away 3 is going to be 3/8. Okay, next one, 9/15 minus 1/5. So how can you make those denominators the same before you do your subtraction? So if we times that fraction, top and bottom, by 3, we'll get it into 15ths. So it'll become 3, let's say 15ths. So 9/15, take away 3/15 is 6/15. And that is the same as 2/5 because 6 and 15 are both in the 3 times table. So you can simplify it by dividing the top and the bottom by 3. Okay, so here is a matching activity. So which is equal to which? Okay, so we just need to make the denominators the same, don't we? So on this side, all the denominators are the same, so we're going to match it to this side. So 5, 6, to get the 6 to 18, you multiply by 3. So we have 15/18 minus 12/18, which is the same as that one. Okay, then we are looking at these two. Where do you think they go? Right, so we can make, so we're looking for tenths and 32ths. I mean, this one is going to be the tenths, but we need to check it, and this one is going to be the 32ths. So 8 to 32, 8 times 4 is 32. Whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. It's 28, so we've got 28/32ths. To get from 16 to 32, you multiply by 2, which means you multiply the top by 2 as well. So you get 2/32ths. So you have 28/32ths minus 2/32ths. So that matches that. which means the last one has to match that one. And we can just prove that by showing that 1/5 becomes 2/10, because if you times 5 by 2, whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom, you times 1 by 2, you get 2/10. 9/10 minus 2/10 is this one here. So well done if you correctly matched those up. So this is a great time to pause the video and have a go at questions 1 to 4 on the worksheet, and then come back to watch the rest of the video. On Monday, Whitney reads for 4/7 of an hour. On Tuesday, she reads for 3/14 of an hour less than on Monday. For how long does Whitney read on Monday and Tuesday altogether? Okay, so here we are on Monday. Here we have our Tuesday. So Monday is 4/7, Tuesday is 3/14 less 4/7. We want to know the total. So here we have it visualized just with a little bit more space. So we need to work out that little bit there. So we need to do 4/7 take away 3/14. So we need to get our 4/7 into 14ths. 7 times 2 is 14. Whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 8/14 minus 3/14. Remember, when you're subtracting them, the denominators don't change. 8 take away 3 is 5/14. So we have 5/14 in there and 4/7 in there. We need to find out that total, so we're going to have to make those denominators the same. So let's get those 7ths into 14ths. 7 times 2 is 14. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So we get 8/14. Remember, we've times this fraction by 2 to make 7 equal 14, and that equals 8/14. 8 plus 5 is 13/14. So well done if you got that. So 13/14 of an hour. What is the difference between 7/10 and 1/5? So if you're looking at the difference, that means take away. So we're doing 7/10 take away 1/5. 1/5 is the same as 2/10. So if we put those on a number line, and there's different ways of doing it. You can do 7/10 minus 2/10 is 5/10, or you can look at that difference there and notice that there's 5/10 because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/10 in between them. It's just a different way of showing it. We could have just done 7 take away 2 equals 5/10. Do you know what 5/10 is equivalent to? Because 5 is half of 10. It's equivalent to 1/2. What is the difference between 2/3 and 3/9? So if we had to put that on a number line, we're going to have to convert it into ninths. You can see it's been divided into ninths there rather than thirds. So 2/3 in ninths is 6/9, because 3 times 3 is 9. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 2 times 3 is 6. So we need to put 6/9 and 3/9 on our number line. What is the difference? So 6 take away 3, we'll count the number between, is 3/9. Ooh, what times table are they both in? 3 and 9, 3, 6, 3 times table. So if you divide the top and the bottom by 3, you get 1/3, because 3 divided by 3 is 1, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So making those denominators the same, calculating the difference, and then we're seeing if we can simplify it by dividing the top number and the bottom number by the same number. Okay, so your activity has been assigned to you on Teams. All the worksheets are on Tapestry. You've probably downloaded those already. So if you have a go at those, check against the answers, see how you've done. If you are stuck, make sure that you maybe go back through the video and see if there's a similar question that you can compare it to. And if that does not help, then please come to the feedback session to ask us for help. Just remember, those denominators need to be the same before you can subtract them. Thank you once again for all of your hard work this week, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.